let's start out with a new drawing, and I did fix it from last time. So, if anybody watched last time's stream, well, thank you. Uh, but I will be doing this every 3 days at 9:30, most likely. I will post on my Twitter and my Facebook of the times of when I do post. Well, live stream at least. Alright, let's get to it. So let's see, 5x7 is usually what I go for. And let's see, what am I in the mood for today? So we've done bunny characters, we've done horned people. Let's create something new. Something different. And with anything, all characters start with a simple circle. Or oval, whatever it may be. So you take that, refine it. So you can either start here, draw the outline, which we always do. We just, well, that is the true outline of any different character or anything like that. Some people actually start with different shapes. Sorry. Nose still bothers me. So, there are many different shapes, ways, characters. Alright, so let's see. The next up is April Fools. Yeah, I don't have anything for that. Alright, so let's just go with this. And I kind of want to do a little bit of a different type of character. So, I'm going more of Oni. Single horn, animal-like ears. Yes, cow-like animal ears, or dog animal ears. They fall under similar categories, so it's kind of easy to do. I'm just putting down the bases. So every different type of character has their own line, their own ways of how everything is. We can even do this where they have a tag on one of their ears. Let's see. But with everything, you just need to start out with an idea, whether it be simple or not. But we're going more towards the rounded face, larger snout, because we're going to kind of make it in a different way than just a normal type of character. We're just adding character to the character. Then and this is only the basis to a character. So yeah, we kind of have it there. And most people will wonder, where do I get all my inspiration? Well, I take in all the information that I receive from whatever I watch, whatever I do, all that stuff. And I compile it all in my head to get what I really want out of it. So let's see. So we can do that. Kind of add a little bit of that in the character. But yeah, I take all my characters, all my knowledge. There are people that I've met that look similar to this, in one way or another, and then I mash people together in my head to get exactly what I really want to do. So my inspiration has always been there. It's just not very many people would see it that way. Erase that right there. Yeah, I like that. She looks good. Alright. So, I do want to add a beanie right here. Yeah. My computer still acts up a little bit because I'm using actually multiple tabs and all that stuff. So it tends to be strained by the fact that I'm using so much of my memory to one thing. Yeah, that I get most of my allergies from my dad. But I do get some from my mom. It's always how that happens. But yeah, no, I think she looks good. Alright, on to the next step. Refining it. Yeah, not too light. And then also, I need to zoom her in a bit. And most people don't draw the way I draw. They don't start from the face, or they start from the hands, the body. It is good to do the hands and the body. You can either start towards the body, or you can start at the head. I start at the head, and then I do the body, and then I combine them. It kind of makes it easier if you think of it that way. Same thing what I did with Chained by Fate is I started out with the head though, and then I more of refine the body little by little. I'm still working on her too. As you can see, she's not quite there yet. Lovely. Yes. I do love my laugh. No need for extra lines, just... Come on. I'm just cleaning this up just so that for later I don't have to worry too much about all my different escapades and all that stuff. Oh. Yeah, my nose is kind of not having it. There we go. I'll fix the hand later, but I do need to do a few things. So let's see. Let's begin again. Come on. Alright. So under this layer, what I do is I more or less just do this. Of course, this is all in Photoshop, and you can always have it fade out, dissolve. Let's see. We'll leave it on normal. And then we kind of just have it fade out a bit. We take the brush, go to the eraser settings, just the hardness to 0, bring it down a bit, and put on opacity. And that sort of gives that look and that feel that most people want when they want it fading, but not so much that it's distracting. But it's easier to read that way too. But no, I won't change much of this, but I will change a few things, like this part right here. Add a lot more color to this. I can even zoom in, and yeah, you can see each individual brick. But yeah, and then adjust this to where the whole thing is set up to where it goes to the next part, and this part right here fades into this, and so on and so forth. Going to be a whole skew of different things for this story of Chained by Fate. But I have to start with the first comic to actually get the tone, to get exactly what I'm trying to shoot for. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, for what I'm trying to shoot for, this is what I'm mostly trying to shoot for. It's like, this part right here is probably not going to change. And then this part will be more refined, but mostly this will remain the same. And then here's this part, which will mostly remain the same, except a few things will be more revised and edited to where there's more life to this scene. Not just the castle, some buildings, yada yada. I don't want to add too much, but I do want to at least add buildings behind this one, so it doesn't look like, oh yeah, there's just a single castle there. But let's get back to this. Alright. So now that we have our character, we start to refine it in certain ways. So right here, I want to go to brush, but also fix the eraser to where it's not on high sensitivity in certain ways. There we go. Okay. And I have 9.18 gigs for me to deal with. Good, good. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for black. There we go. And people still mistake, oh yeah, that's just anime. I don't draw anime. Anything within the United States cannot be considered anime. Unless it is overseas, then it can be called anime. But the thing is, anime and manga, well, anime and manga are coincided with each other. It doesn't fall in every single category of what it is. A comic is different from anime for the fact that the style is completely different. A comic is more realistic. There are some anime that are realistic, that's true too. Of course, I'm mostly talking to myself when I'm streaming these, but still, even if people look at this later and say, oh, so that's how he views things, it's fine. At this point, I don't care. I do have a few things, and I do want to let you know my shop is, well, my 3 different places where you can purchase stuff. My NFT stuff on, let's see, what is it? OpenSeas. I have that. If you do put in an offer, I will look at it and see to it. But at most, I'm not letting some of my NFTs go for more than $25 to $30 for that NFT. If you want to print, it ranges from $14 to $100 depending on what you get. You can also buy phone cases and all that stuff too. Hey, whatever suits everybody's boat. I'm mostly just here to put out my options of what I have. Trying to make a living off of this too, so there's that. I do have a Patreon which has some of my digital options as well. I do not let those go for... The lowest one I have on there is about $25. The highest one I have on there is about 60, and the highest bundle I have is about 130 something like that. I don't know, I don't look at my prices as much, but yeah, no, they still range and offer different things, and of course, so many emails here and there off of multiple different things. Yeah, here's that. Alright. I just need to finish this before 11, just so that I can get some of my learning in for Italian. Even though learning Italian that way isn't always the best way. There are many other ways that are better, and I know that. I just want to have fun. So, gonna have to do a few things here. Every ear is different, so not everybody's going to draw the ear the same way, and a cow's ear is different from a bull's ear, and a bunny's ear is different from Well, there are many different types of bunny ears. I wouldn't be able to explain that to anybody as much. But yeah. Okay. There we go. So the first thing for any type of bovine being, you have to draw the outline first and then refine it more and more and more until you have the character you want. And start from there, around, erase. Then take a little bit out. And make it so that looks like it's going through. Curve there. Put a number on there. Or a name. There we go. Yeah, I kind of I kind of go my own way of putting numbers, names, all that stuff, because my whole mind is off of Vhine, and I translate everything into English wholly and completely. And we need a little bit more there. And we fill this part in. And there we go. Alright. Let me take this right here. And then, let's see, let's give her lips more of a makeover. Let's see. So, we're going for slightly big, but not too big lips. Alright, so we go like this. So we can have that. And the easy way to actually get for talking is you start with O, and you draw around it. You can draw the lip shapes like that, so nah. But so what I do for lips, I kind of like that with her sort of being surprised. So we got that. Kind of got this. And then we need a little bit of that. Come on. Oh, right. I'm on a separate layer. My bad there. So, for every different type of lip shape, we can do multiple different types. So we can have that for the lips, or we can go on something like this. Or we can go more on the lines of, let's see, a little bit of a pucker. Well, a pucker would actually be, you draw a small hole, and then you basically just fill in the gaps. Well, not like that, but do it in a way where the lips look more tantalizing. And you can draw the lines around, but not really necessary. So it can be lips like that, lips like that, lips like that. Then we go on the lines of just the normal lips. And then the last part is we can even go further on adjusting the eyebrow and narrowing the eyes. So, well, I can show you on narrowing the eyes in a bit, but oops, there we go. Let's see. Sometimes it's good to have a mirror or something like that. Or it can have lips that go like this. There we go. Kind of begs the question. It's more of a subtle but yeah, you can have lips like that, lips like that. Alright. And then there's these. So it would transition from that, from actually this to that. But yeah. Now there are multiple different types of lips. These would be smaller though. So what I would do here would be there's just many different ways to do lips. I'm gonna stick with kind of this, but I'm gonna move them over just a bit. Yeah, don't want that there. Alright, now that we have that, so I'm just gonna put these all under lips. And then the eyes can actually do the same. But yeah. Actually, undo that part. So for layer 2, let's make the eyes a little bit more narrow. Add a little bit there. I love it. She looks great. I love when things... Now that I just made her look more suspicious of you. Sorry, it's fun to change all the different characteristics of how things look to people. It's fun too. I'm just adding a little bit of the fur that was more on her from the beginning. Just giving her a little bit more of that. And then I do want to add one more thing to her though. And more of my signature of all my different pieces. I like to sort of put something on their cheek. Caught it in time. Good, good. Alright. One of the infinity symbols out there. I'm gonna copy that though. Whoops. Edit redo please, because I don't want to do that again. Let's put on another layer. Actually, the easiest way would be just to copy it and paste it inside another layer. Oops, wrong way. Nope. Easier just use the pen. Command copy. Cannot copy because there's nothing there. Command copy, paste, and delete the layer. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. I just need to erase the other one. Brush, erase. And we have a copy. Yay. Alright, I do need to erase that though. And put this back on. The reason why I'm putting it on a separate layer is because it's part of the skin, and I'm going to change it eventually. But especially the color. I'm just filling it in. Let me just get G, fill, 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 fill. This just does most of it. It still doesn't do everything I want, but it gets most of the job done. But this is the reason why I hate the fill tools on any sort of program, is they leave this white line. I'd rather it fill it like it's supposed to, not approximate. Approximates are just more annoying to deal with later, because then you have to deal with the aftermath of it. Doesn't fill in what you need it to. There we go. And there we go. Okay, we put that above that. And we do something on here for filter. Let's see. No, not filter, layer. Nope. Image? Yeah, image adjustment. Brightness, contrast, hue and saturation. So this is how you can change the hue of everything. So, yeah. Cancel that. And that is the layer I want. Command T. Image. No. Alright. Well, I can always just say select image adjustments and view and saturation. So, bring it brighter, more saturation, change the hue to a different color, hopefully. Custom. Increase selection mode, maybe? I don't know. It's not working. Cancel. And I'm just gonna do G, and let's just choose a color. Let's see. It's gonna be a little bit more dark brown, so it's gonna be a little bit more in the orange category. And then that will actually be fine. Let's take it off of the selection tool. G. Still leads. It's fine. And then opacity, we'll put that at around 60%, and we'll do color burn when it gets to that, but we're just going to turn this off. We'll call it infinity. Alright, and then we continue to draw our character. Okay, now that we have everything there, alright, we got all that we need. Now we just need the rest of it. So we got that mostly sorted out. Nope. Needs to be a little bit more furry. There we go. main whips. We're just going to do this, turn off that, group that, outline, and duplicate that. Let's see, update modified content, nope. Duplicate group. And still be called outline, but we will not convert it into smart object. Merge group, so that we have everything on one layer. We don't have to deal with it. We're gonna just put these down here, aren't we? So we have our main part of our character. Good, good. We're still missing a few different parts of it, like the shoulders. The thing is, you want to at least do the head, shoulders, and that's it. Torso. But no, you just want to make sure that you have everything that you need. So we got the outline, we got the infinity symbol that won't show up unless I put color in there. So we'll keep that until later. Alright, so for the outline, we need to make it smaller. It's mostly Y. And then we center it accordingly. And then we do more sketching. So in order to get everything looking right, we still need to do a little bit more sketching. So now we start working on the body. So now that we have the head and the neck, which we'll have to thin out a little bit, especially her chin will have to thin out a bit. So the first thing is we do this, and for her neck we'll have to bring it in just a little bit. She kind of looks more like a military. It's like, have my pierced dog tag on my ear. And not that I'm really planning on that, but let's see. There we go. Make it smaller. And this may take a few times to actually finish, but we're at least going to start it today, and, well, we'll go from there. Alright, so now that we have the generic layer of what we're going to do, so we have that, so how do we want to put it? Do we want to put her in a military outfit, where it has a little bit of a padding right here? Part of the army troops. Of Zakdietr. Kind of like how she looks in a uniform, huh? Hard to say. Let's see. Yeah, the uniform looks better on her. I also need to adjust the outline a bit. So let's turn this off. Let's erase the outline that I have here, because I don't like how this looks. She has a little bit too much, Let's make her a little bit thinner in her chin. Just a bit, like that. She needs to have a chin. That's always going to be true, but we don't want it to be huge. We also don't want it to be too small either. So there's that. Erase a little at a time. And then mostly just connect it little by little. Let's start from one side, then go to the other very, very carefully until you meet at the center, which is usually the chin. Don't like that. There we go. Alright. She'll be very... Alright, so outline. There we go. Okay. Alright. Now that we have that, we're going with military outfit. Why not? Well, military-like outfit. She'll look better that way. So, the reason why I'm doing it on a separate layer is just so that I can refine this before I do anything else. And right here. So the white caps uniform. Let's see. For lace, that'll be the tricky part, to put lace on her. So have that. Then we have this, which the uniform will not sort of display as much. So the next thing, I actually want to show more of her, so let's see. Take the outline, that, and this. Oops. Need all of that. Yeah, sorry for my crackle. So bring her up a bit. And I'll shrink her down also. So I want a little bit more of her showing. Especially if eventually I'll have a print of this too. But yeah. Okay, let's see. We start on this. Hmm. I'm gonna look at a previous one. File, open Sesame somewhere. Okay, so let's see. NFTs, artwork, and she might be an NFTs. Let's see. There's so many different ones. Let's tell you. Oh, yeah, there she is. For Bassa. What did I do for her? Let's open up her. She was a fun one to do. I created her on Valentine's Day. But there she is. Sultry eyes, luscious lips, and big heart. But yeah, no. Everything on here is basically hearts, including there. There's my signature. There's the hand. And the hand looks fine. It really brings you closer to what it would be. So let's see. So let's see. Hard to say for her, because they both can't have on the same type of outfit either, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to actually pertain, but I can make it more rounded. Come on, eraser, there we go, finally. There we go. A little better. I have to do a bit more with her than I did with her. Because she looks fine there. Not so much here. For her outfit's gonna have to be different. Let's see, eraser, gonna have to make you bigger though. Because you're getting on my nerves. So instead of this sort of militaristic outfit, she's gonna have to go on the more of the lines of brush. So let me change the size of the brush too. So she's going to have to go more on the lines of a different type of general, like, directive. Because she can't wear the same outfit as for Bassa. She doesn't also... She belongs to a different infantry, so it's kind of hard to put everybody in the same outfit. She doesn't belong to the same regime either. So we're gonna have to do a few more things with her. But we'll get it. Eraser pen, there we go. We'll get her in there without fail. And then, just to make sure this is right here, we're gonna have to do a little bit of furry management. And get rid of that right there. Well, I can always adjust that later. Let's just put it back to what it was. There we go. So let's see. Not much can hold her up, but we're gonna have to do lines of this. And then I'm really wanting to just try frills with her for her outfit. Kind of makes more sense to me to have frills as part of her bra and all that stuff. Because I think it would just look nice on her. We're just gonna disregard the bra itself and just, well, the main part of the bra, so we're just gonna put cups there and there. And then we're gonna have to round this like that. And then that like that. It's like even pushed up, yeah. Back pains, lovely back pains. I create these characters, which sometimes I don't even know what I'm creating. Alright. Now that we have that, that's a basic outline. And with drawing, there's always refining, more and more and more. So, and a little bit more furry there, that's fine. That. There we go. So next part would be right here. She needs a better outfit. I'm just saying. So unlike all the other different types of outfits, I'm gonna give this a little bit more of a scandalous type of outfit for just because. It'll be more fun that way in my case. So we'll add that there. This like that. Bring it together. Voila. I'm going to refine this a bit more, but yeah, that's gonna be how it goes. And then, because it looks way too plain, it looks boring to me. Alright, we got that. We're just drawing the main shape of it for right now. And then right here. Actually, we're gonna have to get rid of that for the moment. Okay, let's see. that. There we go. I do want to put frills on that. It looks more fun that way. And then this side too. We have to hint at that just a bit. And then like that. Curve it in. I'm gonna take that out. That was more of just placeholder for just showing it off. Looks good. And then right here, the shoulder part, I can either get rid of it or just incorporate it with frills. So I can do this. And then like that. And then incorporate all of this sort of into a date-like outfit. There's that. And we take this part out right here, because I want frills everywhere on this outfit, because it will look nice. And then erase this part right here. It just makes it. Sometimes frills help out whatever people are imagining of what they want. And then on this side too, I want to do that. Erase that. And I'll most likely just redraw this, but this is just my outline of what I want on the character itself. And then same thing with this. What happens when things lag way too much. Let me erase this part again. But no, it looks a lot nicer with the frills. I'm just going to erase this part for now. And then just draw frills in its place. Yeah. Draw this back. This part is mostly just a placeholder for the moment while I draw the rest of the frills and all that. There. Shoot, this this. I'd rather have my characters wear a dress or some sort of other outfit that brings them forth a little bit more, rather than something plain, which sort of makes them look blah. And sometimes frills does it, sometimes beads do it. It also kind of makes me hungry with all these frills because it reminds me of ravioli. But no, I think she'll look pretty nice in that outfit. And we'll give her this. Yeah, no, that'll look good. Yeah, alright. So we refined it a little bit more. Now that we have the design that we want, we'll be erasing that. The thing is, we actually do a little bit more tweaking by this. So we scrounge that up just a tiny bit. Nope. So the neck doesn't look right, so we're gonna do that. Alright, so the neck, come on, there we go. And we're going to adjust this to where the neck, all that stuff looks right. Normally it would, but she needs one of those necks that are a little bit thicker, because otherwise it doesn't really support her body. So, and then the outline, we bring the neck down. No, she looks even less right there. Alright, so we'll continue off of that. That looks good enough. We'll have to adjust the left side a little bit. Just a bit. That's the outline. My bad there. Alright, so right here. And yep. She needs to have a thick neck, but not too thick that it looks so out of place. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Now we take this. And right now I'm just working on the outline. Next time I actually will be finishing this. Okay. So, get ready for that. The final piece. Then, same thing with the shoulders. And then the arms. Have to do this everywhere where the skin is, because for all different types of mammals there's actually fur on them, so have to draw it where I see it. Yeah, no. There we go. that's why none of these lines can be exactly even, especially when you're drawing a character. Because you want to treat your characters with the utmost respect. Whether they be imaginary or not, you never know. They might come after you one day and you'll never know why. And then this part is... I'm really confused on what I want to do on that part exactly, where she has her bra. Let's see. Let's go off of different ideas. So we have the main part of the bra, yeah. Whoops. I want to go closer. Okay. Don't know how that changed. Isn't my intentions to go like that. Okay. So we have the main part right there of what it is. But let me try to do this. So I like that. That looks nice. Let's do the same thing with the other side. And then we just do a line. And there we go. No, that'll make a nice look there. And then we can always put a bow here, which I'm not really inclined to do that. Elastic, like that. No. Let's do a little bit more creativity there, like that, and then the bottom too, and then that. It adds a nicer look to it. We can even just close this part in, right? We do that. It doesn't look too bad. Don't like it as much, but let's see. So let's see here. That'll be fine. Doesn't need to be anything too fancy either, so I'll go with it. So we got that. Alright, let's continue with the outfit. I'll actually just do the outfit on a separate layer, why not? I don't reuse any of my assets anyway, but darn. Alright, here we go. Kind of like starting from the top first. And the reason why I'm not following lines, well, same reason as anything else. Trying to make it look as nice as possible. And there we go, there's that. Then we got this. That. And then this. The easiest part of the dress. Ironically. These are the easiest parts of the dress, yes. Alright, so let's start from the top. No. Come on, brush. And whenever you're thinking of frills, you kind of have to think of a sine wave from math class. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a perfect sine wave. Frills don't actually have a perfect sine wave in the first place, because if you look at any dress that has frills, they're not perfect. People may say they are. That's just them thinking that things are that they are not. Nope, not round enough. Refine it just a bit. There we go. Okay, let's erase that again. Well, I could just shade it in, but no. There's just so much lag in this, it's causing a bit of an issue for me. Okay, yeah, the lag is getting worse. No. No, I don't like it still. Alright, so let's deal with this side real quick. Needs to be like this. That should be like this. And up and around like that. But not exactly like that. Point that out. There we go. Better. Much better. Okay. And then the frills. No, I think that'll work just fine. Move the head a little bit over, just a tad bit. There we go. And she's almost done. A few more things here and there, of course. And there we have it. Alright. She's almost done. A few more things of color and she will be finished. I'm actually going to stop it right here for today, but for those who did join, thank you. And for those who are watching later, thank you as well. I'm going to group these real quick. And duplicate the group again. And merge the group. We'll just call it outline again. And then adjust. We want it to be so that it's not so close to the edges, but at the same time we want to have a little bit of headspace at the top too. But there we go. And I'll adjust her later. But there she is. Her arms need to be adjusted and so on and so forth, but let's just at least start with the colors. So the colors of what I'm going to do for her are these. We still need layer 11, layer 9. There's infinity symbol, there we go. You don't want to forget this. This is just as important as anything else. So infinity symbol. It won't be under the colors, but we're just giving her color just so that we can start. We're going more of a sienna type brown, so we need, yep, that works. Okay, so we're just doing the skin just so that we can do it later for her. And here. But this is more of how I start out all my different works, is just simple here and there. But I will get this mostly ready for next time. So put the infinity symbol on there. She's changed so much in a... Whoops. Undo that one. So, there we go. Let's see. Color burn, linear burn. No. Darker color. I like color burn. But there we go. Alright, so next part would be her dress, which for a girl, their dress will be multiple different things. In her case, it's going to be mostly blue. Or more of purple-like. And then the frills can be white and purple and yada yada. But yeah, no. That'll look nice. And then the hat, darker, same. This is mostly just the generic colors of what I would want to put on her. Her tag, more of this color right here. Same thing with her horn. It'll be more like this. And then her hair, we're going more of a reddish hair. And then for all that, we will need white for the frills. And I'm just putting it in the different colors for everything. Actually, for different frills, I'll have different things. So for that set of frills, it'll be like that. The next set will be more of a ruby. And then the next set will be more of a light blue. Just keeps going deeper. There we go. So the next set of frills right here will be more of a light blue. And then for that, after that, it'll be more of a, we'll go green this time. We'll go darker green. For everything else. But no, I think that'll work. We could also make it polka dotted. I'll add that later, but no, there's our general thing of what we want for our character. Still in this. There for the eyes, and then for the lips, we're going more turquoise lips. And then the snout. Be more of a brown, very dark brown, of course. Oops. Actually, I kind of like this color more than I like the, delete that layer. I'm gonna get rid of this and just have this, the main part of the whole nose. I might add a little bit of accents here too for this part. Same thing right here. A little bit of accents. But yeah, I actually don't like the turquoise lips as much. Let's see, layer 24. No, a little bit down. There we go. Now let's get rid of the turquoise lips. Oops, my bad there. And we'll do it more of a, not those. Edit, redo eraser. Okay. Not that. Yeah, that'll work. Also the eyeshadow, that's not going to work. And then we're going to give her turquoise eyes, which I think will look a lot better. And the darkest of darks, right? I'm just putting this in as a placeholder, just so that I can add to it later. But yeah, no. That'll be nice, so, yeah. I don't know, she's missing a few things. I'll add to her later, but yeah. She's almost there. A bit of shading here and there, and then also fixing of the colors. I think it'll turn out fine. But I'm going to end it here at 11:07. And I hope to see you next time, or enjoy the streaming when when you watch it later. Alright? This is Tech Artist 41 signing off.